200 hours in Warframe, almost the same amount of time I spent on Marvel Rivals. Only difference being the intrusive thoughts are now gone. My mental health aside, I want to talk about some tips that help new players in their Tenno adventure. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I have some groundbreaking, never before seen tips for Warframe, but what I do have are things I wish I had learned earlier, tips that could have saved me a lot of headaches in the long run. If anything I say is unclear or inaccurate, don't hesitate to call me out in the comments section, and knowing the Warframe community, you guys will. Also, for context, I'm assuming you've completed the game up to the War Within. So roll that intro. For the love of all that is holy, level up your operator and amp. This makes a certain fight in the game way less frustrating. Plus, there's a quest that won't even let you start it if you're still using the basic amp. Once you get access to Onco, craft yourself a 123 amp. I'll have a diagram on screen, but here's a quick breakdown. The first digit is the prism. This determines your primary fire. The second is the scaffold. This determines your secondary fire. And the third is the brace, and this determines what stat bonuses you will receive. You'll need to mine and fish for components, so be prepared to be doing a lot of that. If you want a deep dive on amps, there are plenty of sources out there, but this should be a good starting point for you. Oh boy, I already hear a bunch of I told you so's about to be queued up in that comment section. So if you saw my first Warframe video, you know that I used to rush builds because I didn't have the patience for crafting times. Yeah, that changed. Now I let my foundry do its thing and save my platinum for important purchases, more slots for weapons, warframes, and most importantly, fashion. Always have multiple items crafting, especially before logging off. Those 3-day wait times, you barely notice them if you're constantly queuing up builds and doing other activities. If you're short on platinum, then you should pay attention to this next tip. Set time aside to farm relics. The relic system is honestly one of my favorite parts of Warframe. Relics drop randomly from missions and contain different loots, including prime warframes and weapons that you can sell in the marketplace. Running relics with a squad increases your chances of getting what you want, especially if your teammates bring the same relic. Any unwanted prime parts can be converted into ducats, which you can spend at Barracuteer, Warframe's version of Xur. Or you can sell any duplicate primes you have for platinum. But don't be like me and buy Volt when you could just farm them up without having to spend platinum. Railjack. I know, Railjack can be a pain, but don't ignore it. You'll need it to farm the Warframe Sevagoth and for story progression. Here's my recommendation though. Level up your crewmates till you have 3 and get your gunnery to rank 5. If you're just starting out, I suggest hopping onto other players' Railjacks. As long as you help defend and repair their ships, you'll quickly earn materials for your own Railjack without the hassle. I'm still working on mine, so I'll share more insights when I progress further. But for now, take your time, cause I sure as hell am. And lastly, mix up your grind. It's easier to burn out if you grind the same content non-stop. You don't have to play for hours at a time every single day. Some days I might just spend 30 minutes clearing nodes on my star chart or farming standing for my syndicates. Other days I'll focus on farming materials for warframes and weapons. Some sessions I just do Belly of the Beast and farm a lot of arcanes, while others are for relic runs to let me stock up on primes to sell on the market board. Mixing things up keeps the game fresh and prevents it from feeling like a chore. Looking back at where I started to where I am now, it's been an amazing journey. Warframe has been an experience I haven't felt in a long time, and I hope this video helps ease your mind for those who've just started or are still figuring things out. Bonus tip: do your Nightwave and stay stocked up on Nightane extracts. They are required for crafting certain weapons, and I don't want you to miss out on that. But for now, that's it for me. I'm still grinding for Cedo Prime, so off I go. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing as we push towards our goal of 250 subs before April. And until next time, Tenno, stay safe.